Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today we are talking the NBA All-Star Game, guys. Yeah, I know, new haircut. Finally cut the hair. I feel like I took 10 pounds off my head. So yeah, thank God we got that done. And yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a bit. I took a little break from the I don't know if I want to say break. I mean, I've been doing other stuff, but I haven't posted in a minute. It's been a week or so. After the Eagles, just lay it back a little bit. You guys have been. I've been throwing a lot at everybody. It was a lot of work to do with the Eagles and recovery and the parade and just there was a lot of stuff that went into last week. I had school only for 2 days because there was a lot of snow here in Philadelphia. So, yeah, there was a lot to digest last week after the Super Bowl. So, we're coming back. We're ready to go here. And we're not really starting it on a positive note, to be honest with you. But where there is a problem, there is sometimes always a solution. And hopefully that is the way here with the NBA All-Star Game. I haven't really ever commented on the NBA All-Star Game. I've kind of just let it go because it's not really that deep. And it's still not that deep for me. People are really mad about it, how bad it is. And it's not that deep for me, it is what it is at the end of the day. I think it's just an honor to be named a few of the greatest players, in the NBA at the current moment in time, elite, and there's so many people in the world that play basketball, and you're named one of the few best. So we'll be talking about, we'll be going over it, the things that were wrong with it, maybe the way that we could fix some things. So yeah, I just give a little bit of my insight on that. Once again, it's not that deep for me, but these are things that maybe we'll get people to care a little bit more, or maybe to get the players to care a little bit more. I don't know. Let's just get right into it. But before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with your post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother in the Great Vlogs. Make sure you go subscribe to my second channel at Round the Combat Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X Round the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Round the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Round the Great Podcast. And after you, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the video. Let's roll that intro. Hey, come on, static. Stop! 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 Red Flare! First pitch! Bring him in! Yeah! Oh, damn. All right, let's go right in the video. So starting off, we started off with the celebrity game. At the end of the day, I think the young kids are going to like this. It's not really anything that it's not special. The guys are actually trying, so I give them credit for that. But, I didn't watch this. I'll be honest with you guys. I saw a little bit of the highlights. I know Kai Cenat got a layup, and that was a whole thing because he's, I guess, a shorter guy. But yeah, it is it was what it was. But I think it got the kids to care. So I guess that's fine. I know LiAngelo Ball also did something. I saw a little bit of that. That was just, I don't think anybody really cared about that, to be honest with you. I don't think he looked ready for that. I don't think anybody was really ready for that. There were boos and cheers, and it was really a mixed crowd for him. And I get that his song has made the airwaves, I guess you could say, or is very popular. Whether that's a good or a bad thing is up for you guys to decide, because I am no music expert whatsoever. I don't listen to music often. So yeah, however you guys want to talk about that, but that was just an awkward event. But anyway, you get into Saturday, you get the skills challenge. The skills challenge, it is what it is. It's kind of just there. It's not really anything to get people all excited. It's just kind of, just this little fun event that, the guys do. What I did think was pretty dumb, though, is that the NBA was all so serious that Wembanyama and Chris Paul tried to cheat, I guess you could say, or get find a loophole through the rules. I at least thought they could have gotten an interview or something, ask them, have a reporter go up and say, hey, who thought of this? Obviously, it was probably Chris Paul, but, who thought of this? Wemby, why'd you agree to do this? This, that, or the other. Try to make a joke out of it. That could have been funnier than, all the other jokesters that were up there, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. So it is what it is. It doesn't really need to be tweaked or anything. Like, it's just there. Nobody complains about it. Nobody's all excited to see it, though. It's just kind of there. And I guess the players are fine with it. So it doesn't. Nothing about it really needs to be changed. So in my opinion, that's okay. The 3-point contest. I mean, at the end of the day, you have my only complaint is that they aren't making a lot of threes. Like, you have so many 3-point shooters in the NBA, and we're in this era where the NBA is, I wouldn't say tanking, but like they're not their viewership tanking, I guess I should have said, but like it's not even that. Like, it's going down because there's just so many 3-point shots, and you don't see, a lot of action. There's just a bunch of guys chucking up threes. So, I would hope that they would make more. Maybe it's a pressure thing. I'm not necessarily sure, but I was kind of hoping that these guys would make a little bit more threes, because of the era that we're in. But at the end of the day, it's still the best event. There's nothing really. Once again, it's a 3-point contest. What the hell can you do with it? Unless you want to get guys waving and have contested shots or whatever. I mean, there's not really a way to. Everybody likes it, so at the end of the day, my only complaint is that they got to make more threes. But that's not the NBA's fault. That's not anything they can do. The dunk contest. I mean, listen. The dunk contest, at the end of the day, you just need to get people who are superstars to do it. I mean, ever since LeBron James has decided that he never wanted to do it, or he says he's going to do it, but he never does. Everybody, it seems like all the superstars have just followed him. It's all the superstars have done it. Jordan and McGrady. I'm sure Dominique Wilkins did it. Vince Carter. There have been so many guys to, do the dunk contest that have been great in-game dunkers and, can put on a show. Guys with a lot of charisma, I guess I should say. Dwight Howard is another. The Superman cape, that's another iconic one. So, you just got to get guys who are, superstars, I guess you should say. Like, Mac McClung, jumping over a key is absolutely incredible. Dunking 2 balls at once. Definitely not anything that I can do. Did I say that right? It's something that I can't do. Sorry, put it that way. So yeah, it's not that like it needs to be changed or it needs to be scrapped. We just need more people to do it. Like, I would love to see Ja Morant. I'd love to see Aaron Gordon do it again. Zach LaVine, LeBron James, and Giannis. And if Zion's healthy, he'd do it. Like, there are a lot of great in-game dunkers that we can see, do the dunk contest, and I'm sure they can get creative and find something, and these guys have charisma too. Like, LeBron James is a billionaire, for God's sakes, and he's involved within his community. Giannis, he's always involved. Ja Morant, well, not really in a good light, I guess you could say. Ja Morant was involved. But I mean, whether these people have good PR or not is for what you guys talk about. But still, at the end of the day, they can kind of come up with creative ways to figure it out, and get us good dunks, and put on a little bit of a show. So it doesn't need to be changed. We just need more people to do it. Like, it's not that hard to figure out. Like, it's not rocket science. Anyway, and then the actual All-Star game. Listen, people don't like the idea of the rising stars having to qualify. I thought it was all right. I mean, I think it's the NBA just trying to get the guys to care about something. And I mean, you can't really get mad at them for trying. I didn't think it was the worst idea in the end, but the OGs versus the world was kind of dumb. Why just not do the USA? That really didn't make that much sense, but I wasn't so mad about it. Like, it was all right. I mean, the format wasn't completely terrible, in my opinion, but maybe that's just me. But these guys don't care. I mean, they're not making it. Well, how much money are they actually making? They're not making any money. So it is what it is. I think a one-on-one tournament would be good to do. I think that would get the guys, really wanting to do it because it's a one-on-one tournament. Who doesn't like one-on-one basketball? I mean, we're in the age of ISO basketball anyway. So why not do that? I think people would care. I would really like to see that. I can't see how you would not care about a one-on-one tournament. I mean, these guys are friends off the court, and they probably play one-on-one, so, why the hell not? But at the end, about what I think the NBA should do, in my opinion, I would just send out a Google form and ask every single player in the league, what do you want? Do you want East versus West, this format, or do the USA versus the world? I think the USA versus the world would be an incredible thing. It seems like that's what guys want. I would love to see that. I mean, everybody likes to see the Olympics. Now, obviously, this isn't anywhere close near what the Olympics is, which is an incredibly historic event. This is, I guess, a damaged goods event, I guess you should say. But we saw the USA, you saw USA, Canada. You saw France. I know the Court of Gold documentary's out. I actually got to watch that when I get the chance. But yeah, I mean, you got so many great players from around the world, and there's still great players from the United States. I mean, you just saw it. They just won a damn gold medal, for God's sake. So, what the hell's the problem with doing that? I don't really see the problem with that. Now, is it going to get people to care? No, but is it a better format than this? Probably. So I think the NBA is just trying to do too much with this. I think a lot of people would like to see the one-on-one tournament for $1 million. I would really like to see that. That's something I'm interested in. At the end of the day, just do the USA versus the world. I think that's what I think that's what the players want. And it's a fun event. So it would be cool. Once again, not that the players would care. You're not going to get the players to care. These guys are worth so much money that, if you offer up $1 million for every guy, they're not going to care. So it is what it is at the end of the day. It, once again, is, in my opinion, it's not that deep. So what are you going to do? I saw some people saying that Curry shouldn't have won the MVP. I mean, he had a bunch of, great shots that he had a bunch of threes in a half quarter. Also, one more thing. I forgot to mention this. I was going to end the video. All the breaks in between. What the hell? I mean, we had like 40-minute breaks for no damn reason. That was terrible. Now, that was a real disaster. Listen, Kevin Hart, I mean, he's from Philadelphia. So, I always like the Philly guys and all that, but I mean, they're so obsessed with them. They're just throwing them on the screen, like they're just shoving them down our throats. And not many people want to see it. I mean, come on. Like, I guess the NBA was trying to move away from the basketball aspect of it because so many people were complaining about the basketball of it. And I don't really. If I'm Adam Silver in the NBA, I understand what they were trying to do. People were complaining about basketball, and they were trying to, maybe move away from it a little bit. So I get what they were trying to do. But like, I wasn't one of the people saying we should have less basketball. I just said there should be better. Honestly, maybe I don't think anybody really asked for less basketball. I think we just asked for it to be better. So I guess the NBA decided we're going to make it better by doing less, which doesn't make sense. That was pretty dumb. I thought the guy winning $100,000 with Mr. Beast and Damian Lillard, that was all cool and all, but no one cared to see it during the game. I mean, come on, like, what are we doing here? Good for the guy. I mean, they're going to put him through college and help him out with, I guess, future deaths or whatever. So good for him. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's really it. There's not really at the end of the day. I know I've said that a million times. At the end of the day, there's not really anything to fix. You just gotta, unless it's the actual game. But like the dunk contest, and all the other stuff. There's not really anything to fix about it. You just need to they just need to start putting a little bit more effort into it. Like, it's not that deep. It's not rocket science, as I said before. So that's my opinion on it. It is what it is. What are you going to do? I'm not going to get all upset about it because I don't really care. I mean, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. But Seems like people are doing that anyway. That'll do it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother in the Great vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Combat Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.